What if I tell you that you have been making some mistakes when it comes to your sexual health? Yes. Welcome back to the channel. Kindly subscribe so you don't miss the next video. The common number one mistake is that most people believe that virginity equals you having your hymen intact. This is not true. This is because some women will bleed on their first time of having intercourse, while others will not. Majority will not. Just so you know, the hymen can stretch, it can tear even before a lady have intercourse. This can happen due to various reasons. Number one is the use of tampon, masturbation, horse riding, or even rigorous exercise. All these things can make a woman hymen to be broken. So if you don't bleed during your first intercourse, it doesn't mean anything. If your woman does not bleed during your first intercourse, doesn't mean that she has lied to you or that she was pretending. No, it's the hymen might have been broken even before you guys had intercourse. Most people believe that when you are on your period and you want to have intercourse, you don't need to use a condom because you are fully protected, you cannot get pregnant and all of that. No. Disease Control and Prevention Center have said that you are at risk of getting sexually transmitted infections during your period. Your chances of contacting sexually transmitted infection during this period is high. And this is because the organisms that might be causing this sexually transmitted infection, take for instance like HIV, the virus might be present in your period blood. And so when it comes to pregnancy, you can actually get pregnant if you have unprotected intercourse during your period. Yes, there are so many factors that can cause you to have that. If you have a short cycle, it is highly possible for you to get pregnant during your ovulation. This is because you might have a short cycle or even a regular cycle, and this what's it called, you don't even know when you are ovulating or not if you have a regular cycle. So that is to tell you that you can actually get pregnant. So it's another reason for you to make use of condom during your period. And as well, remember that the sperm cell can actually live in the body in a comfortable environment for 5 days or even more than 5 days. Meaning, if you're on your period for a period of 3 days and you still have the sperm cells in your body, and then you have a short cycle, and then immediately after your period you're ovulating again, you're pregnant. Make use of condom at any time that you want to have intercourse, unless if your goal is to get pregnant or you are comfortable with having sexually transmitted infections. Another common mistake that most women make is that, oh, my partner is very good with the pull-out method. Sister, there's nothing like that. Withdrawal method is not an excellent type of family planning. It is not the best family planning. The withdrawal method requires a lot of self-control, and that is why there is so many chances that you can actually get pregnant. And remember that the sperm cells are a good swimmer. They are good swimmer. They swim faster than you can think of. If the pre-cum, the pre-fluid that comes before the ejaculation contains sperm cells, you are just. Or the withdrawal method is not done properly, you can still get pregnant. And all you need to get you pregnant is just one sperm to fertilize your egg cells that has been released. Also remember that the withdrawal method does not protect you from sexually transmitted infections at all. Another common mistake that ladies make is to urinate or wash the vagina after having sexual intercourse just to prevent pregnancy. It will not work. It will not work. This is because where you pee from is different from where the sperm goes through. So your vagina is different from your urethra. Urethra is where your urine comes from, and your vagina is where the sperm went into. So tell me, how is that the same track? It is different track. Someone said that urinating after sexual intercourse can actually prevent you from developing UTI, urinary tract infection, but it cannot prevent you from getting pregnant. And washing your vagina, putting your hand inside your vagina, or even douching, you are making it worse, because let's say there are sperm cells in your vagina, and then you went ahead to use your hand to wash, thinking that you're washing or you're douching. You're actually helping the sperm cells to go in further. Additionally, you are disrupting the pH, the normal pH balance of the vagina. You're disrupting it, and then you come up with infections like BV, yeast infection, all of that. So another mistake is people assuming that when you double up your condom, when you wear 2 condoms, it means you're actually protecting yourself. No, when you make use of 2 condoms, you're actually risking it getting torn. And as well, when you double up the condom, you are giving room for leakage, because That is why it is important for you to choose the correct size of condom. Yes, we have sizes of condom. It is not a one size fits all. So you have to pick the correct size, and don't tear with your mouth. Don't tear the condom with your mouth. Use your hand to open it correctly. Don't tear it, because when you tear it, you can actually cause the condom to be perforated. As well, a lot of people believe that they can get STI from toilet seats. Theoretically, it might be possible, but practically, it is almost impossible, because the virus or the bacteria that cause this sexually transmitted infection cannot survive on hard surface for a long period of time, because STI can actually be contracted through various sexual activities, like skin to skin, like genitals to genitals and all of that. But you thinking that you can get sexually transmitted infections from toilet seats, it's almost impossible. Nevertheless, when you want to make use of toilets, please make sure you wipe, you clean it very well before you sit on it. Another common mistake is that people believe that they don't need to make use of condom because they will use post-pill after having protected intercourse. Truly, it is effective. It is 99% effective when it comes to preventing pregnancy if you make use of it, correctly, because it is an emergency pill. That means you have certain time that you have to take it. It is meant to be taken within 72 hours. So you have to take it within this range. However, having sexual intercourse unprotected and taking post pill will not prevent you from getting STIs. Yes, and when you consume this post pill too much or too frequently, it can actually affect a lot of things like your menstrual cycle. It can cause you to have abdominal pain, diarrhea. So because this postnatal does not prevent you from having STI, that is why it is important for you to use condom, especially when you are having intercourse with a new partner. Another common mistake that people make is that when you want to have anal sex or oral sex, you don't need condom. This is not true. You actually do need condom. Now, truthfully, when you have oral sex, you cannot get pregnant, but there are some sexually transmitted infections that you can contract as well. So that is why you need to make use of condom to protect yourself against some certain STI like HPV, human papilloma virus, like herpes, like warts, and all of that. Now, with anal sex, truthfully, you can't get pregnant. Yes, it is, safe when it comes to you preventing pregnancy, but it is not entirely safe. And this is because the lining of the anus is very thin and it is very easy for it to get torn. So because it is thin, it can tear easily. And that is why it is, the chances of you even getting infection increases as compared to when you have vaginal intercourse. So that is why you should protect yourself using condom at all times. And you cannot use one condom to have oral anal. No, you're supposed to use different condom for different type of. Another common mistake that people make is believing that when you have pubic hair, then you are unhygienic. This is not true. Research has even shown that pubic hair has its own, advantages like prevention of infection and even reduction of friction. It also makes the vulva to be warm. It keeps the vulva warm and trap a lot of, organisms that is meant to go into the vagina. It trap it in the hair. So far you're cleaning the pubic hair. So far you're making it clean. If you want to, you can trim it. So far you're not using scented soap. It is okay for you to keep your pubic hair. It is not unhygienic. It is okay. But because social media today and societal norms, everybody believe that you should shave your hair and all of that. It should be like a personal choice. It is a personal choice. So if you choose to shave, fine. If you choose not to shave, it is still okay, because pubic hair, it's not unhygienic. It is okay. It is there for a reason. So, but you can decide if you want to keep it or not. Honestly, shaving also comes with its own side effects like itchiness, like even cuts, small cuts where you use razor, and even infections. So I hope you've learned one or two things today. If you know any other thing that people do or people say that are wrong when it comes to sexual intercourse, kindly put it in the comment section so we can learn together as well. Thank you for watching today's video. I'm really grateful. Kindly subscribe if you have not, so you don't miss my next video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months.
911.